Welcome to the demo of the Automatically Create a Problem Report based on the Inspection Results feature in Manufacturing's Quality Inspection Management. In this demo, we'll cover how to define inspection plan action rules to create a problem report for all inspection plan types, including asset type inspections. We will also see how the auto-created problem report information is displayed on the inspection results page. You'll see that this feature provides the ability to integrate quality inspections with problem reports in order to facilitate closed-loop quality management between inspection failures and problem reports for nonconformance tracking, and to provide more efficient inspection processes with systematic problem reporting. We'll begin our demo by defining an inspection plan, by developing our inspection plan as we normally would. I've gone ahead and I have already defined the inspection plan details. I've created an asset type inspection for a tow truck. Let's go on to the inspection plan specifications, where I've already set out the specifications for our tow truck and the test that we're going to run. We're going to perform a motor check, a tire pressure check, and a hydraulic pressure check for our tow truck. So as always, once we've gone ahead and we've defined our inspection plan specifications, we can go ahead and define our action rules based on these specifications. So let's go ahead and click on the Action Rules button. And as always, we're taken to the Manage Action Rules page. So we'll go ahead and click on the Create New Rule button. And as always, we can create our inspection plan action rules based on all characteristics or a specific one. In this case, I'm just going to go for any characteristic. And I'm going to say if any characteristic out of specification. And then as always, we will go ahead and we will define what happens if, what action do we want to take. If we look at our Actions tab, we'll now see that instead of create a quality issue, because we've activated problem reports, we'll see create a problem report instead. So let's go ahead and define a rule to create a problem report. So there's one parameter that you have to specify when you're creating an action to create a problem report. So in this case, it's priority, whereas it used to be severity for a quality issue. So I just want to point out that minor difference. In this case, let's say we're going to create a medium level problem report. And go ahead and do that. As always, we can go ahead and enter a name for our inspection plan rule, our action rule here. Okay, and we've got everything, so let's go ahead and save and close. So you can see that we now have an action rule that's created to create a problem report. One thing I want to note is that if you have existing inspection plans out there that were set up to create a quality issue, but you've activated problem reports, you do not have to go back and create a new version of your inspection plan. Behind the scenes, the problem report will be created even though the rule that was defined says create a quality issue. So we'll know which one to create based upon what you've activated. I just wanted to note that. So now let's go ahead and close this. And now we come back to our inspection plan. We can enter applicability rules if necessary. In this case, I'm not going to create any, and we can go ahead and submit this inspection plan. And then I can go ahead and if everything's fine, I can go back ahead and approve my inspection plan. Again, just to show we have our action rule defined here. Okay, we can continue on, and then we could submit our changes. So now we can come back and we see our inspection plan is approved. So now we can go back and we could take a look at performing an inspection using that plan. So we'll go ahead and choose the organization, specify the organization that we set up the plan for. Type of inspection is asset, and the asset was a tow truck. And let's inspect tow truck 1 in this case. And we'll see our inspection plan comes up here. So let's go ahead and our quantity is 1, and let's go ahead and create our inspection. So we created our inspection plan action rule to go ahead and create a quality issue on failure of any characteristic. So let's go ahead and let's enter a value outside of the specifications for the first for our first result record here. So let's say we enter 500 here. The specification range is 600 to 800. So this should in fact be marked as failure. And you can see it comes up as fail. Now if we go ahead and we click on our inspection actions, we'll take a look and see what's in our list here. And we can see that we have a problem report generated. And we can see all the details of the problem report that was created, the medium priority as we set, the date that this was created, and the source was inspection. And it gives the description of what happened. There could be multiple, if you have multiple actions taken, you can, as always, you can take a look at the list and get the details of each. And that concludes our demonstration. Thank you.